Today I am playing a beautiful 1959 precision bass from the Time Machine collection of the Fender Custom Shop in Aztec gold. It's got a killer Journeyman Relic finish package on it. And so you got some finish checking on there. You got some cool belt rash, a couple nicks and scrapes on it. Like, it's been lightly worn throughout the years. Really good period correct feeling bass, all that vintage vibe. 1 3/4 at the nut, so it's a little wider than what a standard modern P bass would be, by about 1/4 inch. Reverse gear tuners, maple quartersawn neck with a rosewood fretboard, and very cool, very vibey clay dots. Just a small aesthetic piece to the bass that I just think is super classy. Looks great, feels great, sounds old school. The Journeyman Relic on the back and on the back of the neck feels like you got this bass, you know, out of your uncle's closet. It's been like sitting there forever, and just really well broken and well worn in bass. Like I said, plays and sounds great. The pickup in this bass is a 1962 hand wound Fender Custom Shop split single coil pickup. You can't see it because it's under this this cover, as is the bridge, which is a brass barrel vintage style bridge in there. Killer. Really tubby, really fat sounding pickup. Gives it all that old school vibe. It's got a master volume and a tone. So just like any modern day P bass, same configuration. They really never changed that. No reason to. Very straightforward bass. Then it has the finger rest down here, because they thought when they made these basses that you would be playing this way, which really didn't happen, because upright players were playing, you know, this way. I'm not an upright player, probably have terrible technique, but you know, with their fingers. So this was kind of more adapted onto the bass. So eventually this got moved to up here, but you know, being out of the vintage family here, they kept it down here to be, again, period accurate. So yeah, killer bass all around for sure. It's a nitro finish, so it's gonna wear more, even though it has the Relic package to it and some finish checking already. Since it's a nitro finish, it's gonna wear more up here. So if you're a bass player that plays, you know, generally we all are gonna play with our arm over here, this is gonna end up wearing, this neck's gonna wear even more, but you can feel where there's gloss up here, gloss down here, and this is all worn back here. So yeah, it feels broken in. That's always something that I think any bass player or guitar player is gonna like, is getting that broken in feel. You know, people pay a lot of money for old guitars that have been broken in by a person. The Fender Custom Shop's very good at doing that at the factory, so when we get a brand new guitar, it feels broken in, but you don't have the wear and tear that's already been put on that bass or guitar by someone. You know, it's kind of done in a more controlled environment. This bass really would fit into any kind of music. So, I mean, I'm playing more like funk, soul type stuff on this, just the kind of player that I generally am. I kind of gravitate towards that stuff, and the fact that probably all of the Motown stuff, especially the stuff that Jamerson played on, was played on a bass very similar to this. And a lot of like the D'Angelo stuff that Pino played on was played on a P bass. That's super important music to bass players. So obviously it's gonna excel in that very warm, tubby kind of role as far as funk or soul. If you're playing in dub reggae, anything like that, it's gonna fit great. But it's the bass has so much presence to it that if you were playing rock and roll, if you were playing an AC/DC tune, or, you know, a Zeppelin tune or anything like that, I mean, Phil Lynott from Thin Lizzy played a P bass a lot of times. So it fits in rock because it has so much body to it. So it's going to lock in with a kick drum really well. It's going to sit in a mix really well. You take this to any recording session, probably the engineer is going to say, "Thank you, that's a good choice. Thank you for bringing that." And that goes with any P bass, but this definitely captures the, you know, the late 50s, early 60s vibe with its sound for sure. So you can come into Empire Music here in Pittsburgh. We are sitting in a beautiful Fender Custom Shop room, chock full of instruments in here that you're more than welcome to come in and play and fall in love with for sure. Online at empiremusiconline.com. We have a Reverb page, we have an eBay page, all that stuff's on there. The specs are on there. You can call us at 412-343-5299 and you know, talk shop with myself or Todd or Joe. We're more than happy to answer any questions for you.